The government is also taking new steps to speed up the purchase of more vaccines as infections continue to rise. Let's bring in our Trisha Terada for the details. Trisha, good morning. What do you have for us?
Yes, Ria, good morning. President Rodrigo Duterte gave the go signal to vaccine czar Carlito Galvez to allow the private sector to buy and import COVID-19 vaccines immediately. The chief executive laments the limited access to anti-COVID shots given to the Philippines. President Rodrigo Duterte finds it unfair how some countries are holding vaccines, but he's not allowed to name them.
Akin ang decision is I have ordered Secretary Galvez to sign any and all documents that would allow the private sector to import at will. Baski ilan ang gusto nilang ipasok. Okay sa akin. Tayong gobyerno, ito lang ang nakuha natin, ito lang rin ang binigay. Something has gone wrong. There is a raucous going on, and the fight for COVID possession is ongoing. It's a very serious one.
The president says he can't say that the private sector will be able to buy more, but he points out that many business owners to reopen the economy. Mr. Duterte is having a hard time. The president says the government is trying its best to secure vaccines. Other countries are scaling up their inoculation while the government struggles to secure supplies.
Medyo stretch your patience and understanding. We're doing our best. We are not a vaccine-producing country. Wala tayong expertise, wala tayong knowledge, medical, scientific knowledge. So naghihintay tayo. That is how hard it is. Para makakuha lang talaga tayo. Yan ganun kahirap. Gusto ko nang umiyak sa harap ninyo pero naubos na ang luha ko. Para akong dumadaan ng purgatorio ngayon, this time, hanggang hindi matulungan lahat ng Pilipino.
The president warns of serious consequences should some resort to selling fake vaccines.
Nagbibiro, pupulutin ka kung saan ka itapon. Wag mong gawin ninyo yan.
Mr. Duterte says the current supply of vaccines is just enough for health workers. Officials clarify that only active medical frontliners will qualify for A1 priority. Non-practicing medical professionals will not be prioritized. They will be treated as regular citizens. Back to you.
Trisha, President Duterte and other officials welcomed 1 million doses of Sinovac vaccine yesterday. Where are we now in terms of vaccination, and how many vaccines are we expecting in the coming days and months?
Well, government says 668,018 health workers have already been vaccinated as of March 29. Take note that we have 1.7 million medical frontliners. The government is expecting 1.5 million Sinovac doses to arrive in April, and deliveries will increase to 2 million by May. Government says they're trying to get 3 million vaccines from Gamaleya, but Russia only committed 100,000 doses. The government has bold targets that aims to scale up vaccination by April and May by giving anti-COVID shots to 500,000 to 1 million people per week. By June to July, it aims to increase vaccination efforts by 2 to 3 million per week and ramp it up further from August to December at 3 to 5 million per week. Galvez hopes for a better Christmas this year and ultimately to eliminate the infection. With a rapidly increasing number of cases, Galvez says they aim to get 25 to 30% of Metro Manila population gets vaccinated. He says vaccine experts have recommended to concentrate vaccination in the National Capital Region and nearby areas as we are racing with time. They worry of deaths in the elderly population and people with comorbidities if infections are not arrested. Galvez says vaccination of senior citizens for A2 may begin on March 31st, but some LGUs have started giving anti-COVID shots to senior citizens since yesterday, March 29, and the government is also eyeing the inoculation of A4 for essential workers and A5 or indigent population in May. Over to you, Ria.
Tricia, what kind of help would the people affected in ECQ areas receive?
Well, President Duterte approved the Budget and the Management Department's proposal to give out 1,000 peso worth of aid in kind per affected person in ECQ areas. But the worth of aid should not exceed 4,000 pesos worth per family. BBM Secretary Wendell Avisado previously said that it's a one-time aid under the current circumstances, but the agency is convinced that it is enough to sustain an individual for more than a week. 22.9 million people from Metro Manila, Bulacan, Cavite, Rizal, and Laguna will benefit from this, and funds will be coming from savings or untapped allocations from Bayanihan 2. BBM will then download the funds to the LGUs, and it's now up to the local governments to determine what will comprise the 1,000 peso worth of aid per individual. The president wants aid to be distributed by first week of April. Back to you, Ria.
Thanks a lot for that. Tricia Terada there reporting.